If you feel you're looking tired and want to create a more refreshed look, well, look how I took my patient from this to this. Keep watching to find out how. This lady came to see me concerned that she had dark circles under her eyes. She also felt like her face was looking a bit drawn and she wanted to create a more lifted appearance. From the side profile, she was concerned that she had a slight irregularity to her nose and wanted to create a more refined, sharper, straighter looking nose. So this is what we did. We can see that there are these grooves extending from the inner eye down to the mid cheek. We call these grooves tear trough grooves. These actually are extending to the mid cheek area where you can see these shadows forming, which is creating this drawn, tired appearance. The treatment plan here was to create a lifted look. Firstly, by removing the shadows from these particular areas. This involved injecting dermal filler precisely at these points to project the tissue to camouflage or hide the shadows. I then used the dermal filler to create light reflexes which gave a lifted appearance. And you can see this at the lateral margins of the cheeks. The cheeks look lifted because they've created a higher apex, a higher point of reflection on the cheek. I then used the dermal filler to target the tear trough area. Now this is a very, very delicate treatment, only requiring a very, very small amount of dermal filler. With the right amount of filler and the right technique, you can see how the under eye area can immediately look more refreshed by removing the shadows that are caused by this groove. Now assessing the nose, we can see that the patient has a very slight irregularity along the ridge of the nose. This is what we call a dorsal hump. We can also see that the nose is actually nicely rotated, which is usually a very desirable appearance for female noses. So the approach here was to target three particular areas: the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, and the supra tip. Sometimes we also inject the base of the nose to create this rotated appearance, but as the patient already had this rotated, upward, lifted appearance, the plan was not to inject the base. And so by targeting these three areas, you can see the immediate changes to the nose with just a small amount of dermal filler. And this is why nose filler is such a popular treatment, because you can achieve these immediate results which usually are comparable to surgery. Now dermal filler can sometimes get a bad rep because often it can be overdone, but with the right amount of filler, with the right technique, you can see you can achieve some incredible results. What do you guys think of these results? Would you consider having a treatment like this? Share your thoughts in the comments below.